Get ready. If you've been feeling kind of lonely or disconnected lately, that's actually a good sign. Something big is about to change, and the universe is already getting you ready. The last 3 days of June aren't just normal days, but most people don't realize that. If you felt like pulling back, turning down the noise of the world, there's a reason for it. That's your gut telling you to focus on what really matters. Here's the deal. Being around a lot of people right now might actually stop you from receiving something important. These days are sensitive energy-wise. Even small distractions, chaotic thoughts, or loud energy can mess up the message trying to come through. How about you? Have you noticed this feeling of needing space? Drop a comment if you're feeling it too. And if you want, you can type 999 with your thoughts to help tune in to the clarity this shift is bringing. Watch out for June 29th. That day is special. Most people won't see it coming, but if you do, it could change how you experience everything. I'll explain more soon. But first, there's something else you need to hear. Something quiet now, but will become clear soon. There's something happening behind the scenes you can't see yet. It won't announce itself with obvious signs, but will show up through events and moments that feel planned or meaningful. These last 3 days of June aren't an ending. They're the calm before something important starts. Your job isn't to figure everything out right now. Instead, just stay tuned and quiet enough to tell the difference between random noise and the real message. If you listen now, you won't have to ask questions later. Each day is like a door, and not every door should be rushed. These last 3 days aren't just the end of the month. They're planned and meaningful. A set of 3 steps. Each day holds a key. If you move through them with awareness, you'll unlock something inside that sticks with you beyond June. June 28th is all about your mind. You might feel scattered or super sharp, like your thoughts are moving faster than usual. This day is about noticing your thoughts, not fighting them. Pay attention to what keeps coming up in your mind, the ideas, worries, or patterns. They're not random. They're clues about what needs to change. June 29th focuses on your body. You might feel tired in odd ways or get sudden bursts of energy. Your senses might be sharper, like food tastes different or sounds and temperature affect you more. To get through this day, listen to your body. Don't try to numb or distract yourself, just notice. Take time to breathe, move gently, and rest. Slowing down isn't weakness, it's needed. June 30th is about your spirit. This one isn't logical and only opens if you're still enough to hear what's beyond words. If you've respected the first 2 days, this is when the message drops in. You might not understand it right away, but something inside aligns. This spiritual key unlocks something new inside you and locks out what you no longer need. That's why pulling away from others isn't just a choice now. It's a tool, a safe space, a shield. You can't enter this sacred space with everyone tagging along. You need to do it alone and on purpose. Each of these 3 days calls for a different kind of silence. Treat them like a ritual. 3 steps, 3 locks, 3 doors. You're not just watching time pass, you're stepping into a new way of being. What you learn in this quiet time isn't meant to be shared right away. Not every insight or message should be rushed out to others. If something powerful comes, an image, an idea, a strange coincidence, or a vivid dream, don't hurry to post it or explain it. There's a special energy in silence, and sharing too soon can cause it to fade before it takes root inside you. Some truths need time to settle before they become words. Think of these messages like seeds. Let them sit quietly in your awareness and slowly change you. There will be time to share later, but not now. Too many people treat spiritual insights like social currency, but this time is about growing inside, not showing off. You're receiving codes to live by, not to display. Isolation now isn't about disconnecting. It's about protecting your spirit. What you hold in silence could be what speaks for you later. Some messages don't survive being rushed. They need stillness to grow. So if something hits you during these days, let it sink in. What comes in June will test if you really listened or just talked. Not all days are equal. June 29th is especially awake. There's a subtle hum to it. It doesn't shout or announce itself, but if you pause and get quiet, you'll feel it. This day doesn't just pass like others. It pulses. Once you notice it, you can't ignore it. June 29th is like a heartbeat, a powerful energy that syncs with you and makes whatever's inside you louder. Think of it like spiritual sonar. What you send out, thoughts, feelings, intentions, bounces back stronger. This day reflects you back, not softly, but with power. Have you been noticing strange déjà vu, repeating numbers or odd flashes in your mind? You're not broken, you're in tune. This day hasn't arrived yet, but we're already feeling it. This day is like a scanner, not here to punish you, but to help you see things clearly. Real energy shows up in quiet moments, not in noise. June 29th feels more real than other days because it's a kind of reset point. It reveals where things feel off. If you've been avoiding your feelings or ignoring your gut, this day won't let you hide. The weirdest part? You might not understand it in your head, but your body will know. Some people will feel restless for no clear reason. Others might feel emotionally raw or full of energy. You could even feel all of that at once. Don't try to fix it. Just notice it. This day isn't about doing anything. It's about tuning in. If you can feel the rhythm without freaking out, you're connecting to something deeper than just a date on the calendar. You're tapping into the energy of this moment. This day is alive, and whether you pay attention or not, it's already paying attention to you. When dreams come during these special times, they're not just asking for your attention, they're giving you instructions. These aren't normal dreams. Between June 28th and 30th, your dreams become clearer and more meaningful. They're not fuzzy or vague. They carry weight because they're meant to. You might wake up remembering full conversations you don't recognize but feel new. You could see people you haven't thought about in years or symbols that feel old but personal. Some might wake up tired, like they spent the night somewhere else. You didn't just dream. You received a message. Don't rush to figure it all out or look it up online. These messages aren't meant to be fully understood right now. They want to be remembered and lived. Let these messages sink in. If they don't make sense yet, that's okay. They're early, not late. Some dreams will repeat with small changes each night. Don't ignore that. That's the message trying to get through because you haven't fully caught it yet. Others might have quick dream flashes, bits of a bigger story. That's fine. It's not unfinished, just coming in pieces. And if your dreams feel silent, watch your waking life closely. During this time, the line between dreaming and waking is thinner. You might get déjà vu, sudden emotions, or moments of strange clarity. That's your dream speaking through your day. So no matter if it's loud or quiet, clear or confusing, beautiful or scary, listen. You're not imagining this. You're getting a briefing. When June fully arrives, what you saw in dreams might start showing up in real life. Not every thought is yours. Some are messages trying to get through you. Have you noticed the same thought coming back no matter what you do? Maybe a person, a moment, a chance, or a sentence you never finished. That's not obsession. It's resonance. I call this the moth effect. Just like moths are naturally drawn to light, your mind is being pulled toward things left unfinished. Not because you're stuck, but because you're ready to see them differently now. You're not going back because you're broken. You're revisiting so you can rewrite the story. The mind repeats what the soul is ready to change. This isn't about trauma or triggers. It's energy circling back to its center, and you are that center. So if you're drawn to a thought, memory, or new curiosity, don't push it away. Let it stay. These repeated thoughts aren't distractions. They're messengers. Some of you might feel called back to an old version of yourself, a dream you dropped or an idea that once seemed too far away. That's not going backwards, it's reclaiming. Sometimes what comes back in stillness was never meant to leave. Watch your thoughts with kindness, not judgment. What keeps calling you might be calling you forward, not back. When time feels like it's pausing, the world breathes differently. In ancient times, some days didn't quite fit. They were feared, ignored, or left out. You won't hear much about these days, but in old cultures, like pre-Columbian, Mesopotamian, and early Egyptian, they had lost days, or empty days. These days weren't part of one cycle or the next. They floated between, not following usual rules. June 28th, 29th, and 30th feel a lot like those days. You might feel like time's moving but not forward, or like things you do don't feel real. The days might blend softly, like reality isn't holding tight. Some days are clear, others feel like a breath. Old beliefs said during these in-between times, reality is more open. Not dangerous, but more interactive. Not everything follows normal rules, and not everything can be seen with your eyes. Your intuition might get louder when you're alone. You might sense a presence, not scary, but watching. These aren't things to fear. They're quiet signs of spiritual life that come when the outside world quiets down. When time pauses, they show up. Ideas, signs, gentle whispers waiting just out of sight. Energetic guides, not threats, checking in when you're finally still enough to notice. That's why ancient timekeepers warned, don't fill these quiet in-between days with noise. Don't pretend they're normal because they're not. They're like bridges without names, and if you walk across them paying attention, you'll hear things you'd never catch in the usual busy days. Some doors in your mind don't open with logic. They open only when everything else goes quiet. As these last few days of June stretch out, don't be surprised if your mind starts pulling up strange images. Maybe you suddenly remember a hallway from a house you never actually lived in, a swing set that doesn't exist anywhere, or a classroom you're sure was part of your childhood but no one else remembers. This isn't confusion, it's activation. You're tapping into internal landmarks, pieces of your personal story, past memories, spiritual leftovers, or even hidden energy patterns inside you. We all carry these private rooms in our minds, but most of the time we just walk past their locked doors. These last 3 days, though, they start stirring awake. The mix of cosmic quiet and spiritual density creates the perfect conditions for these hidden places to come alive. Just because something didn't happen in the physical world doesn't mean it's not part of your story. You might see places in dreams or meditations that don't follow normal time. A tree that seems to pulse, a staircase leading to a familiar emptiness. These aren't mistakes. They're codes. You don't figure these out by analyzing them. You figure them out by experiencing them without fighting. There's a map beneath the surface, an inner blueprint of places you've only glimpsed. Think of it as your soul handing you the blueprints to your deeper self. Hallways between past lives, storage rooms for unfinished business, garden gates of forgotten dreams. But you won't find these places through conversation, distraction, or scrolling on your phone. They only come alive in silence, alone, and present. When you stop trying to be somewhere else, they open. So if a memory or image comes up that feels strangely vivid, detailed, or just a little too alive for right now, follow it. You might be unlocking a forgotten part of yourself that has something important to say. And once you step into that mental room, you won't forget it again. Sometimes what's missing isn't about what's gone. It's about what's getting ready to arrive. Have you ever felt it? That weird, weightless feeling like someone's missing from the room, even when there's no one there. You sit in your space, everything seems normal, but there's this clear gap, a pull, a presence in the absence, like an invisible chair has been pulled up next to you and you can almost feel it. That's the empty chair. This happens when your energy starts making space, not because of loss or sadness, but as an invitation. During deep spiritual changes, your soul clears room for what's coming next. That feeling of missing someone isn't always about a person you lost. Sometimes it's a sign that someone new is about to enter your life. Or maybe it's a part of you that's on its way in. Some parts of you are waiting for permission to show up, and they need space first. These next few days will ask you to sit with that empty space. Don't rush to fill it or fix it. Let it breathe. This space is smart. It's not empty. It's a cradle being shaped so something meaningful can grow. A new connection, a higher awareness, or a piece of your soul that got lost before. The empty chair means something's about to come in, and if you fill it with noise, people, or explanations, you might block what's meant to arrive. So when you feel that strange sense that something or someone is almost there, just beyond reach, don't panic or distract yourself. That's not loneliness, it's spiritual readiness. Let the chair stay empty for now. The right presence will know when to sit down. If you don't slow down now, you'll miss the moment, and when the time comes, you won't be ready. June 28th to 30th aren't just quiet days, they're your spiritual prep, your final alignment. The urge to pull away, the strange dreams, the inner stillness. They're signals, not side effects. June isn't just another month. It's the big show. It moves faster, hits deeper, and reveals what's been building all year. But it doesn't explain. It unfolds. If you're not in sync, you won't just miss it. You'll be off by a moment. This isn't about looking back. It's about moving with the rhythm. The universe is setting your stage. You don't need to be perfect, just listen. And real listening only happens when you're still. That's why isolation right now is sacred. It's your private rehearsal. Like an actor preparing for a big scene, the most important work isn't on stage. It's in the quiet moments before. That's what these days are. If you rush, you'll enter June feeling a step behind. Like life is always half a beat late. This isn't fear, it's a reminder. You have a private meeting with the unseen. Don't miss it. Let the world keep spinning. Turn your phone off, sit with the quiet and the pulse. Because when June starts, you'll know exactly where to stand. If you're still with me, thanks for listening. If you like this and want more, please hit subscribe. Your support means a lot. Feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Until next time, take care and don't forget to subscribe for more.